I would like to take this time to commemorate and celebrate the most important person in the world to me, my mother, Lori Lynette Elliott. You're probably thinking, really? Your mom? That's been done 100 times. But just let me explain to you what I mean. When I was 7 years old, my dad passed away. At the time, he was the breadwinner of the family. And honestly, after it all went down, it felt like he was the glue that had been holding us together. When he was gone, there was a time that none of us knew what to do. How were we supposed to just continue on like nothing ever happened? Mom was the first one to pick herself back up, and she went back to school. She was working full-time while taking classes at night. My siblings and I went back to school and barely put a smile on. But my mom was making plans and doing everything possible to make sure we all had what we needed and even stuff we didn't need but we wanted. My mama had just lost her partner in life, her other half, the man who she says is her soulmate. Instead of wallowing in the fact that he was gone, my mom pulled everything together and worked her butt off to give us all a good life. My mom went back to school when she was in her 30s, which is something most people won't even attempt. She had a hard time in a lot of the classes because she had been out of school for so long, but she trudged on and tried her hardest. I know she must have been exhausted most of the time. Working full-time, being a mom, and going to school all at the same time is a feat to applaud in and of itself. My mom, Lori, finished school and became a registered nurse. She worked at a hospital for a long time, and then found her way to Alacare Home Health and Hospice. My mother's job is literally to take care of people, and she is probably one of the best. Due to the nature of her job, I can't say any names of her patients, but all of them love my mom. If you talk to any of her patients and ask them about her, they will tell you nothing but good things. My mom has many patients that refuse to have any other nurse aside from her. When she gets sick, they all call her to tell her how much they miss her and that they hope that she gets better soon. My mom is always too busy worrying about everyone else to worry about herself, and that trait took its toll in 2011. A few years ago, my mom learned that she had blockages in the major arteries of her heart, and she had to have open heart surgery at age 43. The procedure almost killed her. She began bleeding out, and the doctors couldn't figure out why or where the blood was coming from. The team of nurses and doctors ended up giving her so many units of blood that she almost had a complete blood transfusion. My mom only had 1 pint of her own blood left. Despite everything, my mom pulled through. I have never been so scared in my life. I actually remember having a panic attack that day, and the doctors thought they were going to have to admit me to the hospital too. Even after we got through that, my mom was having to deal with her terrible ex-husband being rude, and he was just making things harder on Mom and on all of us. All while she was still in the hospital. A month went by, and my mom kicked him out and divorced him. Her and I both agree that he is a part of our life we'd like to forget. In the midst of all this, I cannot pretend that I have always made things easy for my mom. I doubt that I was an easy kid to deal with, and I regret many things I've said to my mom, but she has always been there for me and everyone else. Even when I was being difficult, she has always given me nothing but love. My mom, put simply, is a trooper. She's been through a lot. She lost her mom at 16, got married, had a son, got divorced, got married, had a daughter, and gained a stepson, lost her husband, got married, got divorced, remarried her high school sweetheart, and here she is. She's still taking care of everyone else and putting herself on the back burner. She's still making sure that her babies have what they need and what they want. She's been on death's doorstep and walked away because she's not done yet. She has grandchildren that need her Grammy. And she has children that don't know what life would be like if their mama was just gone. I have never been hungry. I have never not had good clothes. I have never not had shoes. I have never needed something for school that she didn't try her hardest to provide for me. We are not a rich family, but I am privileged because I am one of 3 people that can call her mama. I will always be privileged because even when she's gone, I will still be able to say that she was my mom. Lori Lynette Elliott is a caring and giving nurse, the most wonderful Grammy to the cutest little girls, a loving wife, and the best mom I could ever hope to have in my life.